I just pressed record. Oh my God, all the way from Dublin, Ireland. What time is it over there, babes?
So here is a 11:45. No, 20 to 11. 20 to midnight.
Oh, wow. And you're still up. My gosh.
Yes.
I'll
Can
be
you see me?
Hey?
I'm a night owl. I'm not an early bird.
Ow.
That's why.
This is such an honor and privilege to have you on my talk show, babes. And you know,
oh, thank you. My pleasure.
I'm so excited. It's been a
while.
while.
So, do you want to organize it? Well, what do you want to do?
Well, if you don't mind me leading, I will ask you a few questions, and then.
It's your show.
It's gonna be like casual and easy. And it's gonna be like a girl chat. Okay, it's gonna be, just like a talk show.
Yeah. What do you want me to ask me? Like, which kind of questions?
Yeah. Well, okay. So the first thing, you start off as my music singing coach, and that took me so out of my comfort zone. Did you want to start with telling us what's your journey there? Like, how did that all started? That sounds so exciting.
All started, yes. So I started singing when I was a kid in front of all the town. So 1,000 people, it's a small town. 1,000 people, I was on the stage and they were all in front of me. So that's the way in my town all the kids start singing every summer. So we don't mind to talk to people, talk on a stage. We are just easygoing about audiences.
Wow.
And later I started singing, and 5 years ago I moved here to Dublin. And my vocal coach at the moment actually told me, oh, you have to teach. And I was like, no, I don't like it. I just do it as a hobby. But then she convinced me and I loved it.
Yeah.
And I started that way. And you know what? I always found out that the problem is not the voice. 80%, 85% of the times, the problem is not the voice. It's everything in here.
Yeah.
So I started years ago actually to do mindset coaching and confidence coaching, even before I knew it was a thing. And then I found out that when people actually break their walls and start to work on the voice that are here and all the beliefs that they are actually carrying out like a backpack on the back, they actually start to use the voice in the proper way. And this fascinated me. Like it became an obsession, and I started to study again. So I went back on the books and I got a certificate as a confidence coach, and I love it so much that I said, you know what, I'm going to dive deeply in this, and now I'm a confidence coach. So
yeah. Wow, what a journey. And it kind of does make sense, because finding confidence in one person, I find that if we don't find that inner confidence to be confronted with our own demons and with all our inner conflicts, if we're not going to actually look ourselves into the mirror and say, you know what, I have issues, I'm going to address it and I'm going to overcome that. You know, fear is always going to be within us. So that leads me on to my next question. How would you share to our audience that in finding one's confidence, what's Plinny's approach here?
To find the confidence.
Yeah.
Well, there are different techniques. I work even one-to-one with people, and that's actually the fastest and better way, because you address literally every little issue, every personal issue, because every person is different. Every person actually face fears and misbeliefs in a different way. They react in a different way. So that's the way. But to make it general, the best thing is like head, so mindset, voice and body, and the message.
Wow.
And all these things need also to be in balance. And that's what I call the triangle of confidence. So you need to know what's going on in here with all your thoughts and self-judgment, and what I call the mean twin. You know those voices that are
Mean
inside your
twin.
head?
I love that.
I call it the mean twin. Someone call it inner critic. I call it a mean twin because sometimes those voices are really mean, and you listen to them. But secret is actually really hear what they're saying, and then say, okay, just take a step back and say, maybe I need to work on this thing. Maybe I need to get better. Maybe I need to practice. And then start to be better. So you're not like a fighting with this mean twin, but you actually embrace him and go in together. And then you have to work on the voice, of course, because our tone and qualities depend really on the message that we are talking about. So they need to go all together. And that's what bigger speakers, rock stars, or people that we see in TV that we like so much when they talk, that's what they do.
Yeah. Okay, that's a really good actually subject to actually talk about, which kind of spiked my curiosity now.
Yeah.
What those, what did you call it? Double twin or something?
Mean twin.
Mean twin. Okay. What would one normally say to the other? Like, what would going on within Plinny Phoenix head? Like, what do they actually fight about? What's going on there? What's the war?
Oh, wow, that's a great question. Thank you. It's actually really good because we need, the secret is really to knowledge what's going on, what you hear, and use it. So you really need to listen, and there are exercises and techniques that actually bring all these voices out and go really deep in that. You have to listen to them, and usually like it's something like, oh, I'm not good enough. Oh, that's not really good for me. No, I can't do that.
Oh my
or,
God, don't. That's the worst.
No,
I'm not
you
good
can tell
enough.
like we all have
So
the
annoying.
same.
Yeah,
What's for you?
we all, well, that's the first thing. I'm not good enough. I'm not smart enough. It's like, mate,
Yeah.
but then once we actually confront ourselves and just listen to our self-trash talk, it's so ridiculous. It's like, hang on a second, I'm doing all this self-sabotage.
Yeah.
No one else, but it's all me. It's all in my head. It's like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Stop it, you know? Not good enough is the first biggest thing. Yeah.
That's a huge one. And you know what happens if you don't knowledge all these voices? They go on the background.
Yeah, and they grow
It
bigger and
means
louder.
that they can do whatever they want, and you think that is coming from you or somewhere else, and that's really dangerous.
Yeah.
But if you listen to it, you bring it out. It's like, to give you like a sample, you know those horror movies where the villain is not someone you can see the face of?
Yeah.
Or something that you can see is a monster that you can't see. Those are the worst horror movies. They're so scary because we can't give a name to the villain. We can't give a name to the monster. We can't see it, so we don't know what we are actually facing.
Yeah.
But when you actually see a villain and when you actually see that monster, you say, okay, is that the blob, or I don't know, another nightmare? And then you know what to do with it. You know, with the Gremlins, the movie from the 80s, they used the water, and they just melt down.
I know,
like
right?
You have to face them. You have to know what's in front of you, so you know what to do with it.
Yeah, that's so true. Oh my God, like okay. So you and I, we're kind of very similar. We actually confront our fears head on, and we acknowledge it, and we address it, and we work on our issues. And it's, a lot of people think it's just a one pill thing, but it's not. It's an ongoing progress. If we want
Yes.
to overcome these fear and these hurts, struggles and pains and self-doubt, it's an ongoing process. Like, we have to tell ourselves that we are so more than just good enough, you know. We are far beyond what the imagination can actually take us. So what would your advice be to our viewers, that for them to overcome fear, like how would they address it? So not good enough is such a big topic here. How
Yeah.
can one first address it and acknowledge first? Because many of us choose to hide that under the rug, and that voice behind our head just gets louder and louder. What's your best
Yes.
advice to address it though?
There is a myth that everybody think is the truth, and it's not.
Yeah.
The huge big secret, and I don't see it anywhere, so now I'm gonna make a huge thing out of it, because nobody talk about, is the fact that fear doesn't go away. Those voices are never going to go away and disappear.
Right.
I'm sorry to say that to our audiences, but that's the big thing, because I hear it all the time. Oh, you know, for example, when I go on the stage, okay, even big audiences, and they tell me, oh, you're not afraid, you're so brave, you go there and you talk and you sing and you perform. I say, no, it's not true. I'm freaking out before going there, you know. But I spent hours and hours getting ready.
Wow.
So I get prepared, and then I get used to it. So when I feel it here, for me are not like bad things, something here, you know. For me are butterflies.
Yeah.
And it's a good thing.
Wow.
So for me, it's actually adrenaline, and I love it. At the beginning, it's never been like that.
Yeah.
You just get used to it, you do it again, and then you know those feelings and you can use them to get better. And this applies to everything. And you have just to, you can't win with that.
Wow.
They are not disappearing, so you have to use them. So the thing is, get prepared, get someone that can help you to achieve your goals, to help you learn skills and techniques, because there are skills and techniques that everybody can do it, you know. It's not about talent, it's not about how good you are. You can become good, you can learn it, and then you practice and you become confident.
Yeah.
It's not even like, confidence means to trust, from the Latin. It means that you have to believe that you're gonna figure it out. That's the thing when you approach something you never did.
Yeah.
And something you're afraid of. You have to believe that you will figure it out, and trust it, and believe in yourself. It's really fake it until you make it. You try it.
That is so inspiring, babes. Oh my God. Yes, just do it anyways, in spite of our own fears. It's the butterflies.
Yeah.
Good feeling.
It's like jumping from the pier. You just do it. You can stay there like, oh no, I stay here. I know I'm going. You know, like in balance. You have to jump or go back. You have to make a choice anyway.
Oh,
you know,
see, babes, for me, when you said jump forward or go back, oh my God, going back is one of my biggest fear. I would rather jump head first, fall flat on my face, than stay stagnant and stuck. That's my biggest fear. My biggest fear is not trying. Oh my God, that just gave me goosebumps when I just said that. I'm thinking I have to get out of my comfort zone. If you don't get out of your comfort zone, you might as well be dead. You're deteriorating from the inside. You're decaying, and that freaks me out. Right? Oh my God.
I absolutely agree with that. For me, like, I prefer to try and then fail, and then I look back and I say, oh, okay, this didn't work, maybe next time I would try this instead. But to stay there and tell myself, oh my gosh, we should have tried, that's so horrible, you know.
Yeah, that's biggest
I can't live with that. Yeah, I don't like regrets. I prefer like to try and I say, okay, it didn't work. What I have to do to do it,
I
to
love
make
you.
it work.
I love your fighting spirit. Oh my God, it's so inspiring.
And it's night. It's midnight.
Oh my God, you're such a fighter. Like, for me, my first signs of stress or worry and fear, my underarms start to sweat up. It's just so embarrassing. Like other people.
I think it happens
be
to
like,
everybody that.
yeah, is it underarm
Yeah,
sweating? Is it?
it's normal. Yeah,
Okay.
it's normal. It's
And then my
normal.
fingers
Nobody
start
talks
to
about
shake
that.
and stuff. Yeah. Okay. So
It's what a lot of scientists talk about our fear in terms of the old brain, the ancient brain that we had in like 2 million years ago, because our brain had to save us from dangerous stuff out there like monsters or big animals, and we had to run, you know. So our brain recognizes something that is dangerous for us and send our body all those things like sweating and horrible like getting red and adrenaline and
oh,
cortisol and all that stuff
like
that
I hear
makes you
people, some
run.
of them even get hives on their neck. It goes
Oh
flaring.
yeah.
That freaks me out. I'm thinking, thank God I don't get that. Just my
You know,
underarms sweat.
no, it's normal. We can't actually do anything about it because it's really our instinct, our way for our brain to just save our lives. But
Yeah.
we're living in 2020 now, so we don't need actually to survive so dangerous stuff. So, but our body is just made that way for the biology. So
Yeah.
we have to know that and just accept that it's not that dangerous. We're not
No,
trying out dangerous stuff unless you want to. In
that's
that
right.
case, please, please get help from professionals.
Yeah.
But you can do really everything. You know, you can try.
Yeah, at least try, right? And then know
Yeah.
that if it's not resonating with your spirit and soul within your passion purpose, then it's not worth doing it then. But if you keep on trying and find what works for you, what lights you up, what makes you
Yes.
buzz, what makes you tick, what makes you
Or
come
make you
alive,
buzz. Yeah.
like that. It's like, no, my God, that's the thrill of living, isn't it? That's worth getting up every morning and then doing what you actually go into, you know, saying and doing what you're going to say. So that's so huge. Like, you need to be living in alignment and be congruent. When you're not doing all those things that's good for you, then obviously that's not going to project that vibration, frequency and energy towards the world. And it's like you're not doing yourself any justice, any favors, because, you know, our energy speaks volume. It's not our words, it's not how we actually do things, but it's how we actually just carry ourselves, how much we believe in
Absolutely.
ourselves. So that leads me
Yes.
to my next one, babe.
Amen.
Amen. Woo! Woo! I love this.
It's absolutely about that. You needed to find out, especially now, you know, in the situation we are living in, we are kind of like in a gate, inside the gate, in a cage,
Yeah.
and we have a lot of time to really think. And now is the moment to understand it, to think it, to take time for yourself and understand what you want to do with your life, what you really love. How
Yeah.
do you want to spend your time? And really find what I call the voice of your truth, who
Wow.
you really are, you know?
Oh my
And
God, I love
you
that.
are doing a great job with that.
Oh, babe, you so inspire me. You have a ball of light. You're just so like a powerhouse. You have so much
Likewise.
energy. Oh, you're so sweet, babe. It's like your energy is just speaks loud, and it's like how you actually, how you really care for one's
Thank
person's
you.
personal development. It's like this girl speaks from her heart. She really wants to help people find their inner confidence. Like, the first time when you got me to sing in front of you, I was like, this is so not gonna happen, girl. No. But you actually encouraged me, you pushed me, you got me out of my comfort zone. And for me to love singing karaoke, like, you know, behind closed doors privately, and then to sing in front of you, it's like, okay, she's coaching me. This is so intimidating. I'm so shy. I'm so scared out of my boots now. But you encouraged me, like you inspired me to say, Rose, it's okay. It's okay that you don't know the lyrics. Just hum it through. You know, you made me feel really comfortable. And not every coach can actually have that ability to actually hold their hand, guide them through, walk them through, and then saying, you know what? Don't worry, I'm here for you every step of the way. And that's what you did. And I love you so much for that, because that
thank
my
you.
confidence to find my own voice. Oh my God, I love you.
Love you too. No, it's really a pleasure, because when you find a person that has the fire inside, the inner fire, and you can see it, it's like a kind of the aura around the person, and you got that. So you have, it's like to have that fire, the voice of your truth inside a safe, and then you have to find the numbers to open it. And sometimes another person or a coach can help you actually with the code, so that you can open that safe and bring that fire to the world.
Wow.
And you have a lot to give, so.
Oh, so do you, babe. You have a lot to give. Oh my God. You just have such a big heart. And you are also a Leo, right? We have big hearts. So
exactly. Right. I am.
Okay, leads me on to my next one. How can one stay confident? Like, what's one of your biggest tools that you can give away to our audience to stay confident once they find that code and, you know, figure out what's wrong with me here?
Yeah, so I would say first you need to know what you want to do. What's your dream?
Yes.
Because some people don't even wonder.
And there's such a big difference, right? There's something that they do in terms of jobs and career and business wise, but that doesn't always represent. That doesn't mean that's a passion and purpose and mission and drive there. That's not their burning inner desire. So they have to find that kind of purpose, isn't it?
Absolutely. There are different things, like we are not only one thing. Sometimes I was told I am a woman with many hats. But
what?
Many hats.
Oh, many hats. Yes, that's what they call multifaceted.
I think, but I think every person is like that. So we have a career, we have a personal life, we have our hobbies, we have our things that we want to do only about ourselves. We have a lot of things that we love, and we can't actually cancel one. It's like asking a mother to choose between their children, between children or among their children.
Yeah.
There are part of yourself that you have to discover, and you have to actually parent your inner child. It's really about that. And so you have to understand what you do.
Parenting your inner child. Wow.
Yeah, because we
you're on fire. I love
that. We forget that. And after that, after you know what you want to do, it can be even a small thing, you know. Sometimes we want to do, like, for example, I see people 60 years old, 40 years old, or even 30, they're saying, oh no, I'm gonna go learn that because it's too late.
Oh God,
that's what?
Yeah.
You know, they needed to understand that you can do it at any age, even 90. Just do it. And after that, you have to understand why you can't do it. Is that fear? It's misbeliefs, or maybe you have to learn skills. And after you got that, get someone to help you, because that's where people get stuck. Because you make this first step and then you say, yeah, but I'm never gonna be out there because that goal seems so far away.
Yeah.
So you need accountability. You need someone that guides you. You need friends that support you, family that supports you. Talk to them about your dreams, about your projects, and get them on your boat to support you. And then get help by a coach, by a mentor, so that they can bring you where they are, because they can guide you, and you can make like the journey can be shorter, because you don't have to make all those mistakes that we did.
Yeah.
So we can
We
tell
did
you, oh,
lots of
yes, Philippine.
mistakes and embarrassing moments that we can share, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, we can all write books about it. But it's nice because we can then actually just share our knowledge and say, hey, you can do it. You can do this. Oh, I'm moving the computer.
It's okay.
You know, but these are actually the steps they have to go through. So just think about what you want to do, what's on the way,
Yeah.
get support and get help, and
Yeah.
then just try.
Yes. I'd say like every person needs a coach. Everyone needs some sort of like a mentor.
I have a couple of coaches.
Hey?
I have a couple of coaches. So
There you
everybody got it.
Yeah, so I find that if you're not surrounded with like-minded people, you're gonna constantly fall flat on your face and you're gonna stay down flat on your face. What I just find that when I'm talking to people who find that when they actually feel that failure is so above them that they can't rise up, and they kind of feel like they're drowning and they're just spiraling downwards. What piece of advice can you give them?
Well, we live in a society that it's really trying to put us down.
Oh my
Let's
God.
say it.
Oh, that just
Because
breaks my heart.
you know, you're never enough.
Oh.
You're never beautiful enough. You're never good enough. It's really hard because they push us to compare ourselves to others. The only person you're actually dealing with yourself.
Yeah.
So you can't compare yourself to another person because you are unique.
Oh my God.
So there is no point. So we have a really like to switch everything off and look ourselves in the mirror. They say, and it's actually true, if you go in front of the mirror and you look at yourself and you say, oh, you're not good enough. Why you're like that? Oh, you're not nice. I promise nobody can do it because you can't tell yourself in the mirror all those things.
Yeah.
When they're here in the head, everything goes, you know, and it's, oh, not good enough. Try to tell those words to yourself in the mirror. It's not gonna happen.
Affirmations though, right? Like
yeah,
say,
it's not gonna
I love
happen.
you, I appreciate you, I acknowledge who you are, and I love you, the person past, current, and present, and future.
Yes.
I'm here for you. I love you every step of the way. I'm your biggest supporter. Blah, blah, blah. You can go on and on and on. You can tell yourself, you can retell your story again. And that's kind of like realign our destiny's path. And I find that can be so inspiring. That can actually move and drive us towards having bigger purpose, bigger goals and dreams.
That's huge.
Yeah, I mean, I find like people without goals and dreams, they have no way of aiming. Like, where are they going in life? There is no point. They might as well stay in bed. And that what petrifies me. I find that when people don't have goals and dreams, I feel like they need to find something like a spark of light or a star that they can actually look forward to, something that they can actually dream towards and grow towards. Because if we stop growing, we're dead. Basically, we're staying stuck.
Absolutely. You know, you need a spark to make a fire.
Yes, exactly.
It's just a small thing. Can be, I don't know, reading the book it's on the shelf like since forever, or it's call your best friend for a call. So now it's the moment. Now it's the moment to look after ourselves
Wow.
and really do something that we didn't have time to do, because that's self-love. And
Wow.
self-love brings you to something better, to the fire, and it goes up and up and up, and it becomes really bigger. And I know that we told all the time, like, we're not good enough, we can't do it, and there will be always naysayers telling you, oh, you can't do it, it's never been done. So
Mm.
just turn back and go far away from those people. The people that are around you are the ones that make you better. And if they are not making you better, there is any reason why you should stay with them. Because nobody should put baby in a corner,
I love that movie. I watched that, I think, about 2 months ago, Dirty Dancing. Nobody put baby.
1,000 times. But that's true. Nobody should put anyone in the corner, on the corner.
No.
That's not fair. And when they are telling you, oh, you can't do that, it's because they can't do their own thing. They're afraid, so they don't want anyone else doing it, because if they succeed, their failure will be horrible. So they have to stop everybody from doing it.
Yeah.
So every time you listen to naysayers say, oh, you can't do that, just
watch me.
Just watch me. Yeah, that's so nice. Just say it. It's so freedom,
Freedom.
Watch me. So nice feeling.
Oh, you're so
Prove them wrong.
Watch me run, biatch.
Yeah. Surround yourself with people that inspires you, that loves you.
Well, you're definitely part of my support group now. Actually, we have been, just that we just lost contact.
Yeah, no, but we are always in contact.
Yes.
Good friendship is always there.
Yeah, babes. So would you actually also find that those people, they exist for a reason? The people that I'm talking about who are such Debbie Downers, they're so fearful within their own space that they actually project their own fear onto us. They actually blame us for their own fails. And it's like, I used to blame them. I used to come home, cry, sleep it through, depressed.
Oh, wow.
But then now it's like, hang on a second. The universe has actually brought these naysayers and haters into my world for a reason, for a purpose, for me to grow through it, to grow, past and beyond, to make myself more titanium skin. Like, I can actually, like, my skin has grown thick now. Like, nothing phases me. Like, sure, I still get depressed, hurt and pain and fears and doubts and stuff, but I know how I'm actually triggered. I know how that's actually brought to my life for a reason, for me to actually say, yes, well, that's still my fear that I need to focus on. I need to acknowledge it. I need to accept it. And then I need to actually figure out, find a way to succumb and overpass those pains. So do you find that too? Like, they actually come to our lives for a reason, so that we can actually be better, to be stronger and more powerful.
Absolutely. I think that's the truth. We are on a journey. So my journey started about the topic, but not only confidence, but about actually really self-development. I started years ago reading books, and every time that I was on a journey to an answer, something happened to me. And sometimes were like good things, sometimes they were bad. But when you look back, when I now look back, I understand that everything was there for a reason. The only thing is that you need really to learn how to be stillness and be like water, they say, to really get on the flow and not be upset about everything. And also you need to, of course, like I say it all the time to my clients, they don't have to hide emotions. that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for feel them. You need to feel them, even if it's a grief or sorrow or sadness. You need to embrace them, because you have to go through a passage, a journey, and when you got that, then you can finally eventually go on the other side, and you will be a different person.
Yeah.
But you really need to go through the emotions. You can't close the door and pretend they're not there, because they stay on the background and they make even worse to you. So
Yeah.
you have to knowledge. It's always like knowledge and use it. So if something happened, there is a reason. Look back what you can actually get from that. You need to get a lesson. You need to learn something, and then just go, let it go, and move forward.
Wow.
It's not easy. I'm not saying it's easy, but give it a try, and then you get practice.
Yes, I know.
And it's going to go always better.
Practice makes progress, not perfect. I never think it's perfect. No.
We're not looking for that. We strive for progress, not perfection.
Perfection is like stops progress, doesn't it?
Oh, you're talking to a perfectionist.
Same here. I kind of outgrow that, thank God. And my controlling side, I'm thinking, like, oh my God, because my ascendant sign is a Virgo, and I feel like oh sorry, my birthday is actually on the cusp of a Leo Virgo, so I have to everything in this actually spot and everything in its place. And plus my two young sons, they're both Virgos, so I'm thinking, oh my God, this house needs to be spotless. It's like
it's hard, that's a mean twin as well. Those boys are telling you, oh, that's not perfect, and no, we have to do it again, and no, I'm not gonna even try because it's not gonna be perfect.
Oh my God.
And it's stopping you. It's like perfectionists a lot of times go directly, they jump in procrastination. Because we don't want to even try to do something because we're aiming for perfection. And I'm really fighting every day a little bit with my mean twin that's telling me that it's not perfect, you didn't write perfectly, that design is not good, today I actually made a surprise to my mean twin, and I didn't put the makeup.
Wow. Well,
so no makeup going live, only a little bit of lipstick, because I said we're not gonna be perfect, but we're gonna show up.
Wow, you look like you got makeup on, girl. You're glowing, radiant.
Oh, that's a light.
That's why. Yeah, Vase. Wow.
But that's another thing, that I do sometimes just to push me out of my comfort zone. And it's out of my control, because a part of me decided no makeup. And the mean twin is saying, damn it, we are going to go like with no makeup on live. We're going to see us like in Australia and all the world on live. What are you doing? These are the things going on in the head, and everybody can relate to that. But I just try to do something, and I'm not perfect. I'm not liking if something is not perfect, but I'm trying to let it go. Trying.
Oh yeah, just like I find that people would rather, they don't know if they're wanting change within their life, if they're wanting to move from being stuck to feeling more confident. I don't think most of the people are aware that they need to let go of their old self to create space to replace for a new version, a better one. What advice would you actually give to them there? How to move on from their old self, let go.
Yeah, it's all about beliefs.
Yeah.
It's really like your mindset. Okay, mindset can be really a word for coaches, but it's really what's going on in your head. What do you believe? Because the beliefs are telling us what we can or can't do. Like, for example, a huge one can be, oh, I can't do that. I never did it, and it's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
And they don't even try. But this is a huge one. It's not that you can't try, because you could, nobody's stopping you, but it's really the belief. So they have to really go deep down and understand what they can do. Talking about practical stuff, because I want to give something back here, it's really there is an exercise, okay? I want to give you an exercise.
Okay, awesome.
To all the people live today.
Woohoo!
Right, woohoo.
Do it.
So a good thing is, for example, what's your next dream?
What's my next
Singing?
dream?
Singing karaoke, for example.
Oh my
right?
God.
With an audience.
What?
Let's
You're not
pick
going to make me sing now, are you?
No. Okay, no. Do you want to sing?
No.
No.
It's too early in the morning.
Let's pick.
Croaky.
Let's pick that you want to sing. I don't know. In 1 month, you want to sing a karaoke with an audience. Okay. I want you to pick paper and pen.
Okay.
And write down, I'm a good karaoke singer and everybody love me.
Okay. All right.
And you have to keep writing.
Oh, like script journaling, affirmation.
Yeah.
I do that.
So
a bit. Yeah, I love that.
You pick the piece of paper, you divide it in two.
Yep.
On the left side, you write down, I'm a great singer and I love to sing in public. And they love me. Keep writing.
I love that.
Keep writing the same sentence all the time. At some point, there will be your mean twin talking to you in your head. You what? Something like, you what? You are what? A good singer? You're awful. You what? They love you?
Oh my God, that's so true. That's what's going in my head. I'm thinking, Rose, you don't sound good enough, man. They're like, the ears are burning here.
What else? Like, if you keep writing for like 10 minutes the same sentence, oh my God. Write down what your head is saying on the right column, okay? Right. And then you will have all those voices that your mean twin is talking about.
Wow, that's a great exercise.
That usually are on your background in your head that you don't really, you listen to them, but you don't even give them a face. But I want you to give your mean twin a face.
Nice.
So draw it, give it a name.
Wow.
Because we don't want you to face something doesn't have a face, you know?
Yeah.
You don't want to face something that doesn't have a face. So you want to give a face, you want to draw it, you can make a monster out of it, give it a name. So that every time it's talking, yeah, why not? Every time it's talking, you write down what it's saying, and then you read it.
Yeah, because I find that every fear, every emotions and feelings, it needs to be acknowledged. It has its own life force. It needs to know that it has some sort of an existence, some sort of like an attachment to your being. When we don't address that, then it's like, I'm going to attack you. Right?
What we want to do is work with our mean twin. We don't want to kill it, because sometimes it can give even nice advice. So for example, oh, you're not good enough. Why? It can be because it's just saying. So that you can say, hey, I'm enough. Or it can be because, I don't know how to sing. You know that you have to go to school and learn how to sing. You know, everybody do that. If you want to try a new position they offered you in your job, but you're too afraid because you think that you're gonna screw you up. Well, there is a training. So if you keep going, like writing on the book, I'm a perfect manager, I'm really good at what I do, and you keep writing that, your mean twin will talk to you and will tell you what is going on in the background, what is stopping you. And then you address it. There are some misbeliefs that you just say, hey, don't talk to me like that.
Mm.
Don't dare you.
Yeah.
And others will be skills, techniques. You can't bake, learn it. Read recipes, go to a baking class.
Mm.
You can learn things, or you can talk to the mean twin and say, hey, shut up. That's not true. I'm good. You know? So, or you shut up the voice, but let it talk. Listen to it and then say, hey, stop right there.
Wow.
That's not true. But sometimes it can give you really a tip and say, hey, you might learn that stuff.
Yeah.
And then you learn it with help and you practice and then you get better. And that's where confidence comes out.
Oh, I love that. I think that's one of the biggest highlight, the biggest tools and tips that you actually just blurred out there. That is so useful and
this is so powerful.
Huge impact. Powerful indeed. That would actually help a lot of us, because that voice in our head is like, it's speaking to us. It's there for a reason. So work on that before you actually progress on towards what you actually wanting to accomplish and stuff.
Yeah, just to keep a moment. It doesn't take that much, just a few minutes. You sit down, piece of paper, you write down, and then you read what you wrote.
I love that. It's kind of like
it's hilarious,
dump, isn't it? We just empty our thoughts out onto a piece of paper, and then that makes us feel lighter, refreshed, and and more energized, so that we can focus on what we're actually wanting to make and create. Wow.
Yes.
Oh my God, you are amazing. Thank you.
Thank you. You too.
Do that. I find that okay. So I have the ability. I do have the confidence to go up on stage and sing in public. I've done that, I think, last month. I've sang in front of the whole. There was about, I think, 30 or 40 of us there, and I sang. But my only problem is that when I sing, I know this, I don't sing from my heart. I'm wanting to sing from my heart. That way it sounds better. It's actually showing my emotions and feelings, because that's what singing's all about. It's like, I've actually overcome the fear of, oh my God, people's listening, people's going to judge me, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, scrap that. I wanting to focus on bringing my emotions, my vulnerability out, and to give the meaning and the song, the piece of music, like my version of my feelings and thoughts. What advice can you give me there?
Yeah, for a problem like that, you see, it's not a voice, because you have a beautiful voice and we're listening to it when you talk. So same thing, singing or talking.
Yeah.
The problem here is, again, what you're thinking.
Yeah.
So again, it's like, what's going on in here? And you talk about vulnerability.
Yeah.
The problem with that is that society is telling us that vulnerability is actually a weakness.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Everybody think, oh no, to be vulnerable is to be weak.
Yeah.
That's not truth, because
the opposite,
if you
actually.
give vulnerability the chance to go out, you are actually showing yourself at your best, because you're human. You're not perfect. We are not robots.
Mm-hmm.
We're not. We're humans. We're all imperfections, and that's what make us perfect.
Wow.
Our imperfections make us perfect, because we are unique with our imperfections. There is no one else out there like us.
Wow.
And when you tell yourself that your imperfections are good, then you are brave enough to show them out there. And then it's where you are confident enough to try out something new.
Wow.
Maybe singing, maybe speaking, maybe a sport, anything, But you really need to be vulnerable. It's not easy, again, but even the thoughts to be vulnerable.
Yeah.
It's a spark. You say the spark can make a fire. You have to start somewhere, And actually, I'm reading a book. I have here. Oh, no, wait. There you go.
What's it say? Daring greatly.
Yep.
Wow.
It's actually a present from my coach.
Oh my gosh.
Send me the book. It's really about vulnerability, and she's
Yeah.
a scientist, and she made a lot of research about that. So she's talking about all the results, and it's really like an ode to vulnerability,
Wow.
and it's what makes us stronger.
Mm.
And we need to show up for who we are, so that, because if you think about it, like, we really love when people show up, and like, for example, out of tune person that is brave enough to go on the stage to sing,
Yeah.
and it was like, oh my gosh, you see, very good. Or a person that goes on the stage to talk to an audience,
Mm.
and I say, oh my god, he's really good, yeah, how brave is he? Yeah. You know, we love that, and we support them, because deep inside we would like to be them. But when it's a matter to go on the stage and be ourselves there, we then say, oh no, it's, I can't do it. But you really need to jump on your vulnerability and go there and try,
Wow.
because we love the others doing it, but we don't love ourselves.
No. And
We
self-love
should
is so huge.
self-love. Yeah.
Self-love. And a lot of us think self-love is selfish. It's completely opposite. How can one
Exactly.
give love when they are empty? They cannot give love. And if they try, it's not going to work. It's not going to happen.
No, exactly. You need to find what really sparks you and boosts you, as you said.
Yeah. What
Bless
makes
you.
us tickle and laugh and just
Yeah.
love more,
It
right?
gives you another, it boosts you.
Yeah.
It's another thing. So it's so important. So if you want to go out there and try it, just tell yourself if it's really worth it. Because if you really love it, it's always worth enough.
Yeah. Totally. Oh my God, I love that so much. Babe, is there anything else you wish to share to our audience? Like, what's your last piece of advice to gain inner confidence as a
In a confident, and what do you say?
as you are a professional confidence coach? What's your best advice?
It's advice: get absolutely support.
Oh yes.
Surround yourself with people that makes you feel good.
Wow. Wow. I love that. That is
That's
so
actually
big.
so important, because it's so nice when you talk to people that supports you and love you for who you are.
Yeah, and not judge you and put you down. Be
Exactly.
forgiving and understanding. That's so, so big. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
because you already have all those voices in your head you have to deal with.
Exactly.
That's a
But that's
journey.
more than enough to deal with.
So you don't want other people as well doing it.
No, not at all. Before we
So
wrap it up, what's the best way that people can contact you?
well, they can contact me with the website. It's bettervoicenow.com,
Mm-hmm.
and on my Instagram, Plinny Phoenix, and also in my Better Voice Now page on Facebook.
Awesome.
And if they go now on my website, there is a magnet for confidence. It's called Confidence Starter Kit. So it's a gift for everybody watching us.
Oh wow, awesome. I love that. Definitely people's gonna jump onto that. Oh my God, that sounds really exciting.
They can really attract all the confidence and nice people around them.
Perfect. Lovely. Thank you so much for being on my show, babe. And
Thank you for having me.
Oh no, it's been such a joy and pleasure. I just love your energy and how we interact. Like, you speak my language, girl. It's like, this girl's got it going on. I love that about
Thank you so much for having me. It was so nice. It was so a pleasure talking to you.
Had so much fun, and learning about what you actually do now is like, yeah, this girl's got confidence. She got spark. She got spunk. She's got a lot to give, man. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Yeah.
Oh, babes. Mwah. Kiss, kiss, hug. And I enjoy your night. You're actually going to bed now, isn't it?
Almost, yeah.
Well, sweet dreams to you and good morning to me.
And have a good day.
Thank you, darling. I'll speak to you again.
Sure.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye,
you.
bye.
Bye.
Ciao.